Good day, my beautiful people. You are welcome back to my channel once again. I love you all. Thanks for your support. God bless you all. So in today's class, I'll be showing you this beautiful shoulder cup concept with under bust gather. Is really beautiful and simple. So the measurement we are working with here is our shoulder measurement. Bust measurement, that is the distance between your shoulder to your bust point, under bust and the half length, which is your waist line. So if you have your basic body pattern, you don't need to draft this, just make use of it. Yes, let's go. So let's quickly draft it out. So the shoulder measurement we are working with here is 16, as I said earlier, into fold is 8 inches, half inch joining. The shoulder, the armhole depth, you call it your armhole line, is 9. Your shoulder divided by 2 plus 1 inch. Shoulder slope, and this is our chest line now. So the shoulder to the bust point is 10.5 inches and half inch on the same allowance. Under bust is 14 inches, but we're placing 14 and a half. The half length is 17. Actually, I'm working with 16. I'm okay with 16, so we make it 17. Half inch to join to the upper part, and then half inch to join to the down part. So let's quickly take our straight ruler and connect. So we also need our bust span. Yes, we also need our bust span. The bust span I'm just working with is 8 inches. It's into fold here. There is 4 inches and half inch same allowance. 4.5 inches. Quickly connect it. So it's time to place our waist dart. Remember, this is the upper chest. Yes, this is our chest line. Let me just indicate it so that you will not be confused. But this is the bust point, under bust, and the half length. We want an half length to be 17 after joining. You should make it 18. So now I want to place our waist dart. We'll be working with them 1 inch or the both side. You can make it 2 inches, 1 inch for your center piece and 1 inch for the side piece. But I think I should be work with 1 inch for the both side. Yes, that is 0.5 this way, 0.5 this way. So quickly take our ruler and connect it. Done connecting it. Now we'll be blending it. Come up by half inch. connect it and blend it. Some of those still. You see, and it. So this is concept. So now we are done with this. So we want to quickly place our neckline. The neckline, if you take a look at that picture very well, you can see that it is V. Yes. So the neckline we're working with is 4 inches. You can make yours 5 inches. So 4 inches after stitching, you should be having a 4.5 inches. So I'll be placing 4 inches for the neck width. But for the neck depth, the more you extend it, the more deep to be. So I'm thinking you can work with 7, you can work with 8, you can work with 9 inches. And when it's into fold, when you open it up, you'll be having 1 inch. This that will separate your bows. Yes. So when you, it's form of concept. Those that have worked on concept will understand this more. So you can work with 0.5, but only place 0.5 inch. So by the time I open it up, I should be having a 1 inch in between my two bows. So now we're done with this. We have to quickly take our straight ruler to connect it. Our neck width, connect it to this point. Can you see? To this point that we came in by 0.5 inch. So we're done connecting it now. We want to quickly place our measurements. Yes, we have to do that first. Into 4 parts is 10.5 inches. So place it here. The under bust is 37 into 4 parts is 9.5 inches. The same here. So let's quickly connect it. So we're done connecting it. Remember, we'll be eliminating here. So we have to quickly place it back 2 inches, same allowance. You can work 1.5 inches, 2 inches. So the same thing here. One, that will be adding 2.5 inches for the down part. The upper part, we didn't create that there. So just 1.5, 1.5, or we can make it 2 inches for the same allowance. It's optional. So let's quickly connect it. Can you see? So if you take look at it, you can see it's 2.5 inches here because of the darts. So now we're done with this. So we want to quickly create our cup. Yes. So pay attention. Connect it. And you see, I want to quickly blend it properly. Make sure it blends well. So we're done connecting it there. So turn it, flip it over. At this side, we'll be connecting to the side there, saying yes, because if you take look at the picture, you will see that this is what we have there. So the bust line, yes. And you see, if you take look at it properly, you can see that it has taken the form already. See? But while cutting it out, you can either come in by 0.5 inch or cut it direct. While transferring to our fabric, make sure you add an half inch, yes, for the joining. So by the time you join it with this half inch, it will sit properly to the under bust. So let's quickly cut it out. This one is disturbing. Sorry guys, the armhole curve, no, find our midpoint is 8.5. We're coming inward, come in by 1 inch, connect it. Because we'll be using this front panel to trace our back panel, we will not be cutting the front armhole curve, yes. So when we're done cutting out the back panel, then we'll quickly trim it out. So my beautiful people, we have placed it on the back panel. You can see, but if you are using rope, that if you are lacing your back panel, there won't be any need for zipper allowance. Yes, you can also reduce it more. Yes, like with 1.5 inch, there will not be any need for zipper allowance. But if you are not making use of if you are not lacing it, ensure you add your zipper allowance. So mine, I'm adding 2 inches zipper allowance. So I will quickly cut it out. So this is my zipper area. So I will quickly cut out the front armhole. So I want us to quickly finish the back panel. Yes, for the back panel, We don't have much to do here. Just to place our neck width, we use 4 inches here. So we have to quickly place it here also. Indicate our bust point. Remember we use 11 inches. Under bust, we use 14.5 inches. Connect it. The bust span is 4.5 inches. So we'll be placing that also 0.5, 0.5, 0.5 as well. Then connect it. Make sure it blends properly. So you can see it's almost the same thing. That was how I said. If you have your basic bodies pattern, just work quickly make use of that. We're eliminating here. Here is going off, is that area. So remember to place, make sure guys that your measurement is perfect. Remember the bust controls the O, that is upper chest 10.5. You can see this is a skin around the added 1.5 inches. The same thing here, 10.5, the 1.5 inches, 9.5 plus the dart and the same allowance which are 2.5 inches. So this is why it's good to use your front panel to trace out your back panel. So for the neck area, this is my upper chest. This is my upper chest. So I want mine to come down by 1.5 inches. So I'll quickly take my straight ruler, connect it straight, connect here, and cut it out. With this, we are done with our back panel. Cut that our dart. By the time we open it up here, for the zipper area, like what I said earlier, if you are lacing it at the back, there won't be any need to add your zipper allowance, rather reduce it. And you see, so I'm done with the back panel. Let's flip it over and concentrate on the front panel. So we want to quickly cut it out now. So let's quickly cut it out. This is our neck. Can you see? If you know you can't maintain it here for the same allowance, yes, transfer it to your, do that while transferring to your fabric. So let me quickly do that. While transferring to our fabric, we'll do that there. Can you see how beautiful it's looking? So I have to quickly place it well. So open our dart. So we're done with it, and open our dart. For this part, I will be placing it together. Sorry, gum. You can make use of your gum, secure it together. If you take a look at that picture, you can see that this down part, like 0.2 inch here. This down part, there was no join here. So while transferring to our fabric into fold, this is what we should cut out. Yes. And you see, I've secured it. So while transferring to our fabric into fold, we'll place it. Yes, we won't be joining it. I just only use I use just 0.2 inch here. So since it won't affect anything. So for the upper side, because you can see by the time we join it here, and you see how curved it is, can you see? It has a shape already. But now we want to quickly take our measurement tape to determine the midpoint. It's time to slash here, yes, to open. So what we have here is 4.5 inches. That is 2.2 inches. The marker, there's the driver. That is 2.2 inches. So for this midpoint for our shoulder, we will connect it down to the bust point. So let's quickly do that. And you see, you can actually slant it open just with this. You can also create more two lines. The more, remember, the more you slash it to open, the more it gathers. Yes, the more gather you to form. So mine, I won't be slashing just one, the center line. Yes. Don't cut it open. You see what I was telling you, I cannot also slash here. Here is optional. You see. So the same thing to apply here also. So we are done. I want to quickly get my fabric for the upper side. If you take good look at the picture very well, you can see that what they use there is a satin. Yes. So I want to quickly get our extend it. The more gather you have under your boots. I don't want to extend it that much because I don't have much satin. Yes. So I want to quickly remember we cut it direct. So you should be adding an half inch, same allowance, round. Start from the neck point, which is our upper chest. Connect it. Mine is exactly what I have from the down part. Connect it. Tracing it out. Gently trace it out. We'll be cutting this into 4 parts. 2 on the left hand side and 2 on the right hand side because I'm using it as my lining. So I want to quickly cut it out. Place it properly, an half inch for the same allowance. For the shoulder, if you know that you didn't add 0.5 inch while drafting, make sure you add it also. Remember when I said that under bust, the bust point we have while working with is 10.5, but we'll be needing 0.5 inch for the sewing that join to the back panel. So make sure trace it out. Can you see? So let's quickly flip it over. So the guardian, the time we make the guardian, see, has taken the form already. This 0.5 inch you are seeing here is our same allowance. Can you see? So I want to quickly cut it more free parts. So we're done cutting it. So let's put it aside. Now we want to cut our down center piece. Yes. So I'll place it now. The center body. Remember, on the center bodies, there will not joining. Yes, there will not be any joining there. It's into fold. So that is why I use my solo tape to secure it. You can use your gum as well. So now we want to quickly trace it out. Make sure you sit properly. So for the corset area, we'll be adding also 0.5 inch for the same allowance because we cut it down to, can you see, down to the under bust. So that half inch is for the same allowance. So let's quickly cut it out. We have added our same allowance by the side. So 0.5, that is for the same allowance. let's quickly remove it. Can you see? So we'll cut the lining also. Can you see? So let's quickly cut the lining too. You can also pad it. Yes, you can pad it. But I'm just doing this for the sake of the tutorial. Yes. So this is the lining. I don't have the exact lining, but let's make sure you use matching lining and matching thread. So take your time, place it well. And cut it out. Can you want to quickly take it to a sewing machine, stitch it here, the neck area. I'll come and show you guys. So we're done stitching it. Can you see this is our neckline? This is our neckline. Notch it so I can see properly. Please, my beauty people, use your matching lining, please. Notch it. Then we'll flip it over. You see? Give it a good press. And you see this part? We are joining this part too. I just want to quickly show you guys. This part is the part that we the same allowance. So I want to quickly take it to a sewing machine to secure it. Just a straight line. Yes, straight line for the boat. Show you guys. So currently, don't mind my work is a bit rough because I'm not going to good press yet. So before you start stitching, you will leave 0.5 inch. Yes, this 0.5 inch for the both side, we'll be using it to add our lining for the neat finishing. Yes. So start it from here. Take it to a sewing machine. I will show you guys. So at this point, I have to quickly flip it over this way. Yes, this is the easiest way to work on this. To make sure it's also equal, yeah, remember, we will leave in 0.5 inch for our lining. We're using to turn our lining. So place it properly. Make sure it matches. Now you guys can really see it. I want to make sure that the both side is secure. So I'm done with that. Take your scissors. So now we can now continue. Yes. Go back to the side. Continue stitching the stitch. At this point, you can remember, you can see the chalk very well. These are bust band, under bust. So we're almost there. So we have to quickly start picking it. Yes. You can also draw your gather, but be watchful to ensure that it sits properly. Though I've secured it for the both side. So now your concentration is now the under bust. This is the easiest way, yes, to stitch this. Slow and steady. Pick it. Be watchful. Pick it again. Make sure the down part sits properly. Yes, the down part should sit properly. Can you see? At this point, check to make sure you're on the right track. So, see? So I want to quickly stitch it, close it up. I'm done plating it now. Can you see how simple it is? Because we secure the both side. So, see it. Remember, we left an half inch. Quickly remove it. Let's see. Wow. Can you see? This is really beautiful. Can you see? Guys. So it's time to place our lining. Before then, we have to quickly check round. Check round. So this is the wrong side. Sorry guys. I didn't use the matching lining. Sure, I used the matching lining. So let me take my lining. So this is my lining, and you see, this is the reason we left this half inch. Yes. So let this half inch to join it. We join it this way, and also sew it round. Yes, sew it round to cover up the gather. So let's quickly do that. So I flipped over, guys. See, this is the wrong side. Can you see how beautiful it's looking? Despite we didn't use the matching lining. So the easiest way to fix it is to make sure you secure it here, and the center. When you secure it, and have it in mind that the gather is more on the under bust. Yes, so it's more under bust. Can you see? So we want to fix our lining. Fixing our lining, securing our lining. So that half inch we left, we want to quickly join it. Pay attention, place it properly. We want to join it. Make sure it matches, so don't be in a hurry. Yes, if you make mistake, lose it and repeat. Yes. You see? So I want to quickly stitch it. done securing it. It's more prominent this way. Can you see? I'm going to show you guys. I've secured it. So I want to quickly run it round. Yes, I have to stitch it round. Make sure it does not affect your neck area. So I will turn it this way. So it gradually. So this way. I don't know if you guys can really see it properly. So I'll join our lining. Let's put it in. Stitch. Make sure you don't stitch in. Listen. Let's see. Gently place it well. Seems okay. So by the time we turn it, see how neat it is on this area. And you see, that is the essence of that and half inch way left. So I want to quickly, we're not done yet. Flip this way for the second part. Make sure it doesn't affect your neck area. And you see, flip it properly, check. So we're working on the central part. Make sure it matches. Ensure that the whole thing sits properly before you stitch. Don't be in a hurry. So I'm done stitching it. I want to quickly turn it on and see. Can you see how neat our lining is? Yes, see how beautiful and neat it is. I want to quickly join the both sides, and we are done. So we are done, my beautiful people. I'm sorry I did all this without ironing it because of where I am right now. So when you are done, your shoulder measurement, always reduce it by 1 inch. Yes. So make sure it sits properly. Since you are working with that panel, so we are done. And you see how neat it is. See how beautiful curvy it is on this area. And you see, so thank you guys for your love. For the neck area, it's the same thing you do at the back. Yes. For the shoulder, reduce it by 1 inch. So do the same at the back here. Bodies. So add your trims and you are good to go. I love you all. I remain Chiliving Signature. Bye for now.